Yo, so listen, guys, we need to have a real honest to God talk. Real quick, first of all, before I say anything, this is an old stream, this is an old video. I'm not playing, so you feel me? I'm putting me in front of me, and it's on low, but it's for just a visual background. But we need to have a real conversation about anime games, about gaming period, and why some people feel like anime games have just fallen off and games are not good and things like that. Well, I'm here to have an honest talk. I'm here to be honest, I'm here to be truthful, and I'm here to give you my viewpoint. I'm a small channel, I'm not a big channel at all, but I feel like I've been gaming for long enough to tell you what the problem is. The problem is a mixture of things. It's not just one overall overarching problem. The problem is a mixture of things. Developers are the problem. Consumers are the problem. And social media is the problem. That is the problem with why anime games and games in general have just seen this dramatic drop. Let's start with the developers. In terms of the devs, they saw a opportunity and a chance that other games have capitalized on. And they decided to partake. What I mean by that is Game Pass, Battle Pass, DLC characters that they've already used before, things like that. They've seen other games doing it, and now they're like, yo, we need to jump in on this because that's how you make more money. At the end of the day, it is about profit. It's not really fully about the experience anymore. It is about profit. Let's just keep it 100. It's about profit. It's about profit. The developers doing that is one thing. We as the consumers, and I'm saying we because I partake in this as well. We as the consumers, we buy it. We eat it up. So they give us the same content. For example, Tekken 8. As a matter of fact, I'll give you a different example. The game that's on the screen right now, Sparking Zero, right? Brand new game that hasn't been on the forefront in over a decade. We have not gotten a Dragon Ball game like this in over a decade, right? Cool. The problem is, and what a lot of people talked about was, they are not putting nearly enough stages and nearly enough of the characters as the last installment of this type of game. A lot of people complained about it. Some of us didn't care about it. I was one of the people that was just happy we were getting a Dragon Ball Z game. But there were other people that was like, nah, they short selling us this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 and all sorts of stuff. We still bought it. I am a part of the problem. I'm saying that I'm a part of the problem. Okay? Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, had it released with someone like Android 17, Super Android 17. Small thing, right? Small thing turns into a big problem. Turns into a big problem because you put Omega Shenron, you put Baby, you put Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. You've put other GT characters in the game. Why not put Super Android 17? Right? And that's a good point. We, as the consumers, are divided. We are not united on anything. And some of you guys that want to express their concern and feelings for the game don't do it the best. Some people just say this game is bad and doesn't give a why. We also don't stop playing the game. We just continue to play it. I continue to play it. Some games, I'm going to continue to play just because I like the game personally. You feel me? Like, we all going to make personal decisions on our games. Everybody likes different games. Everybody likes different games. But the fighting game community has been in a weird place. And to be honest with you, one could say it's always been in a weird place since the start. The thing is that we didn't have social media, so you couldn't see people being in a weird place. You couldn't see the fighting game community. There was no way to know who was toxic, who wasn't. There was no way to know, like, oh, these people really don't like this game. Because social media has now blown up everybody's view, everybody's life. What's the word? It basically has given everybody a microphone. Everybody has a voice. Everybody can speak on fighting games. Everybody can speak on whatever it is that they want to speak on. But we as the consumers consume some of the bullshit content that they put out. Like this whole battle pass shit. Dragon Ball Z doesn't have a battle pass. But the DLC that's coming is DLC that a lot of people feel like should have already been in the game. But there's a lot of technical pieces to creating certain games that we don't necessarily even think about. One or two of the games that I've stopped playing because I'm just not dealing with the buffoonery. And these aren't even fighting games, but it's 2K and Call of Duty. Call of Duty, you would buy the most expensive version of Call of Duty. It's like $100 or something. And then when you get in the game, there's hundreds of things for you to buy in game. So now you spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars for the same game that they was dropping every year. I stopped playing Call of Duty. 2K was getting worse since 2014. I used to buy 2K every year. I stopped. Can't do it. Sorry. Y'all are not making the game. Y'all are like moving away from what the game was. Now 2K this year, I've heard a lot of good things about 2K this year or last year, I guess. But back to fighting games. Fighting games have seen a drop not only in viewership because unfortunately what a lot of people don't want to admit is it is the same interactions that you're watching, the same type of interactions that you see pros doing. You're going to go through that same interaction because that's just how the mechanics are. That's how the game is. There is no making up your own move. A lot of times there's no making up your own path. You got to play the character how the character is intended to be played. That's just how it is, and that's how fighting games have always been. You play the characters how they were intended to be played. And people are realizing that more viewership on the FGC might not have been the greatest thing in the world, because you see a lot of people doing the same thing. For example, when I see a Street Fighter fight and I see Ryu versus Ken, I already know what I'm going to see. Even before I click the video, it's nothing surprising. You just want to support the certain person that's playing the certain character, but you're going to see the same thing. There's nothing different about it. Sometimes when you watch pros, it's like, okay, this is interesting because I've never seen this person make it this far with this character. Okay, this is different. This is a different character. That's what can be different. But anime games, fighting games, period, we're going to keep buying them. For example, Avatar comes out, we're going to buy it. Marvel Truuxkang comes out. I think the starting roster is like 20 characters. We're going to buy that too. We're going to buy it because we want to. But this is where I would offer the other side. If you buy the game, right, at least put in some time. Put in some time to the game. And if you don't like it, you don't have to shit on the game. You don't have to say, "Oh my God, this game is dog shit. This game is bullshit. Oh, it's trash, 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 trash." Just say, "Hey, you know what? I did buy this game, and this game is just isn't for me." Now, nobody's really going to do that because why do something with common sense? But the gaming community is at a weird place because you have a bunch of people that just made a social media account 3, 4, 5 years ago, and they jumping on talking about games, saying that the game is trash. Like I saw people talking about My Hero, saying, "Oh my God, My Hero is trash," and the game hadn't even been out a full day yet. Game hadn't been out a full day. I saw one guy, I do not remember his name, but I wanted to mention him in the video. I do not remember his name. One guy said, "I didn't like the previous My Hero Justice games, and this one is no better." Like, to me, that don't make sense. You didn't like the previous ones, so why would you think that you were going to like the new one? It's not going to go away from its base model, and that is Arena Fighter in the way that it does Arena Fighters. That's what it does. So when I play games, me personally, when I play video games, I play them for what they are. I pretty much accept the game for what it is. If I don't like a game, or if I'm no longer interested in a game, you won't see it on the channel. You won't see. I play the games that I like, that I actually like to play, even though the game could frustrate me, piss me off. Any game that you see me stream, any game that you see me put time and effort into a video, those are the games that I like to play. That's probably why I'm constantly jumping around to different games, because sometimes I get bored of this. Sometimes, you feel me, I like to play this. Sometimes this game has been pissing me off. It was like that with Tekken. I put 1,400 hours into Tekken because I loved it. I loved playing it until season 2. Season 2 was on some shit. I don't know what they're doing, but now they're going into season 3. They said they're going back to the basics, but I've seen some new moves. That shit is crazy. But this is my end goal in line, right? If you like playing a certain game, play the game. If you don't like playing the game, stop playing the game. That sounds so simple. I just made that sound very simple. And it really is that simple. If you like a game, like it. If you don't like it, stop playing it. I saw Max give his perspective on where gaming is now, and I thought I had a video uploaded because I tried to upload, but let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see if I can play that for y'all.
In the same way that we make content and we see people react to our shit, you get people that are just purely negative, and you're like, damn, just a hater. I will never get them on my side. I can write that bitch a check for $1,000. Their opinion would not change. So in the same way, developers look at the big haterade content for a lot of games and go like, that's not our core audience. That message doesn't actually matter. Like, we don't need to appeal towards them. But if you're like, hey, this game has this that are great, and it's really good, and it's running good, but this, and this, and this, and this, and this, these are big ass problems. So finding that criticism middle ground became really important to me, which is why, like, my relationship with devs now, whenever I run into them, they're like, be honest.
So, a lot of people heard that clip and took it as though because Max said that I could offer this person $1,000, their viewpoint or stance wouldn't change. And people hyper-focused on the $1,000 and said, oh, well, see, that's how you know that people are getting bribed to, say this about games and this, that, and the third. And let me be clear, I'm not saying that don't exist. But that wasn't Max's point. Max's point was, yo, you can play a game, right? You can play a game, and I could be trying to convince you that the game is actually a good game if you look at X, Y, Z. And no matter what I'm saying to try to convince you of that, you just don't agree. I could give you $1 million to look at it different, and you just won't do it. You just won't do it. And then the people that make hater content when it comes to these games, like the guy that I can't remember, who went on a whole talking shit spree about the My Hero game that had just come out the day of. Like, he made a whole video. Don't buy this game. This game dog shit and blah, blah, blah. You know, I thought the game was faster when I played it at this and this and this and this. Bro, the game been out a day. It's been out a day. You ain't even let it settle and fester. You ain't played it for... I don't respect people's opinions on games who ain't even give it a week. Give it a week. 5 to 7 days. Play the game for an hour, get off. Play the game for an hour, get off. Let it settle with you first. Let it settle with you first. And then be like, oh, okay, you know, hey, look, guys, the game has some aspects that are cool, but the game has some things that need to work on, and these are the things. Like, complaining about zoning and zoners and all that other shit, especially when you are using a zoner, that's backwards to me. That's backwards to me. And it's not productive. And it's not effective. And it's not efficient. Like, if you don't like a game, bro, just say, hey, this is what's good about the game. This is what's bad about the game. Or, let's say you have nothing good to say about the game. I would just say articulate why you don't fuck with the game. Because, again, you cannot fuck with the game. Nobody is saying that you have to fuck with it. At the same time, be specific with your critique. Because that matters. Because your voice matters. And that's why when Max said that devs look at those types of videos and said, that's not our core audience, it don't matter. It don't change when y'all go in there and say, this is bullshit, this is bullshit, this is bullshit, this is bullshit, this is bullshit. And y'all saying that for 23 minutes. It don't change nothing. But if you can articulate, the game is not that good because when I try to do this input, it doesn't come out when I need it to. Maybe it's this character. When I try to do something with my quirk up, it don't always work the best. When I'm trying to run away from something, the homing attacks are too strong. Maybe we need to fix the homing attacks. If I knock someone back and they hit a wall, can I pick them up and do another move, or do I have to switch? Like, it's certain things that you can talk about that isn't just, this is bullshit, this is bullshit, this is bullshit, this is bullshit. And I'm ranting. So, bottom line is, play what you like and don't play what you don't like. At the end of the day, these are video games, and they are supposed to be played for fun. People do have jobs, and I'm not saying that people don't get paid to give their positive feedback, and that's it. I'm not saying that does not exist. I'm pretty sure that exists. I just think that y'all need to do a better job at vetting who those people are, instead of thinking it is some of the biggest creators. I do not think that Max is one of the people that gets paid to give all positive feedback about games. I've heard Max criticize games that other people have loved. I've heard Max criticize games that other people have loved, and I've heard him praise games that other people do not like. If you ever want to know what a creator feels about a game, watch what they upload. Listen to how they're talking. You know when something is fake. You know when something isn't real. You know when something isn't genuine. Or you should. It's context clues, it's nuance, his voice, his tone. It's, okay, he don't really sound that engaged in this. You can tell when someone's faking. You can tell when someone took a payment. You can tell when someone's reading off a script. Let's just keep it 100. You know when somebody's bullshitting you. The same way that when they drop certain games, or the same way that I watched that Tekken Season 3 trailer, and they was like, oh, look at all this beautiful shit. I said, let me go back. Let me go back and look at these new moves I just saw happen. This looks crazy. Why are these moves homing? Why Why are these moves trying to stop people? Why are they creating more moves to stop you from sidestepping? Keep in mind, I've put in $1,400 hours into Tekken. I love Tekken, but I'm also be able to peep some shit like, hey, this don't look right. That's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.